Today. Thank you. Now going over to the Culture Problem podcast, you have Bud Light UFC Matchup is, well, that tweet is TKO. Bud Light is down, as usual. Now, this comes to us thanks to their ex-Twitter account, and they posted this a while back saying, quote, "May these hashtag UFC 298 matchups be as cold as a beer in your fridge," unquote. Which, I was going to say, in terms of metrics, that was also pretty boring to say the least. They only got 11,700 views within 48 hours. So, again, had time to brew, pun moderately intended. So not a lot of people saw it for, again, a company with billions of dollars and resources at their disposal. I only got 47 likes. And not to brag, but in 2023, I had one video that got 90 likes one time. Not to brag. Well, perhaps just a bit. And this only got 14 comments, which is little to say the least. And of course, most of the comments are viscerally, as youth might say, roasting them. There's a lot of material to work with, so let's dive in and say what people are saying. And again, it's not a very persuasive advertisement either. It's not telling you to take a picture with the Bud Light like at your favorite UFC event or who's your favorite. It's not really interacting with the audience or prospective clients. Granted, I don't know how many prospective clients there really are for the product, but nevertheless. Now, again, one of the top comments comes from Just HB from CT. She says, "Sounds good to me." Now, no one liked that. Not even Bud Light. They did respond to her saying a 10-10 Saturday. And someone did like the Bud Light response. Now, I'm just curious. So, Just HB. So, she has 378 followers. Joined in 2021. And she is mentally vacuous or stupid, whatever you want to say. All of her tweets, they're just retweets for free crap. Especially the gift cards where, oh yeah, if you go to this, what is this? The hashtag BS Millions, where they say we're sending $100 to one person who retweets this. So again, I can't believe things she's just in it, and she does repost for all the Bud Light, Budweiser, the stupid sporting show with the Tyler, Kelsey, whatever those guys are, or was it Pat McAfee, whatever those guys are. But it's the one where he just gives away gift cards, and it gets people to retweet it. Again, I'm not sure how many people actually authentically care about the show, if they're just doing it for the the retweets or the gift cards. So the first comment on the Bud Light is someone who's mentally vacuous or a robot. The second one comes from Anita Munzi, and she says, quote, "I need beer in my fridge, but I'm broke. Help a Bud Light girl out." Bud Light did not respond to her. Ooh, she got cold-shouldered. And let's see how this. She seems mentally vacuous already. She has no money, but she wants to inebriate herself by drinking a Bud Light. Well, not only, granted, it's not proved to inebriate yourself by drinking Bud Light in general, but if you don't have money and that's your priority, that says something about you as well. Go to her profile. She's been on X Twitter since 2021, so it's not new. She has 2,000 followers. And let's see. Retweeting for, what the heck is this? DraftKings, something called Pro Shop. Multiple ways you can win raffles. A lot of raffles, retweets. So, again, I would say someone who's definitely not a prospective client because they just want it for free. But two people did like her response, interestingly enough. And, yeah, some might say I'm a little bit slow. Her name is Anita Munze. Is that just a play on words? I need a money? Is that what she's trying to say? Maybe? Or is that just a fascinating coincidence where someone is broke and their name is I need a money? What are the odds? I don't know if that's self-fulfillment or something like that, but yeah, I would say this isn't an effective. Yeah, she's not going to buy it. But she just wants free Bud Light, which, again, even in your darkest hours, that would just make the situation infinitely worse, but I partially digress. Now, go over to Roberto. He says easy to celebrate, which is a lie. He just wants to hashtag for free stuff. He has 408 followers. Same thing with retweeting. No one liked him. Now, we're getting to those responses that actually has more than 0 or 2 likes. The first one that actually got some real traction comes from Steve Davis, and he says, quote, "The old beers expired still in your fridge," unquote, getting 6 likes, which I think most people who had Bud Light probably threw it away. Like, if you had Bud Light and then you decided you're going to boycott the brand, You either threw it out, made a viral video throwing it out, probably about almost a year ago. April 1st is when they brilliantly hired Dylan Mulvaney for $185,000 to make a couple videos and a picture celebrating Dylan's 365 days of being a woman with a little commemorative can, which incidentally, I almost feel like Indiana Jones and Harrison Ford. That can does belong in a museum. I mean, it should be in a business or marketing museum forever just to show the business blunder of the century and just the power of not knowing your customers and trying to sell alcohol to children not being a wise thing. Now, Julia Broderick says, quote, not an apology, getting 3 likes. Diana Smith says, quote, I need Bud Light in my fridge too. Hashtag UFC, send us the cash to Cash App like last year. Was Bud Light doing that? Sending literally cash to bribe their clients or prospective clients. Join her profile, she has 14 followers, joined in 2021. And she just wants free crap, so she's retweeting for everything. Gift cards, free Budweiser, retweeting everything Bud Light. And it looks like, Bud Light did do sweepstakes where you just win cash. I can't imagine being a shareholder and be like, the hell are you guys doing? But nevertheless. Then we have that nice big button that says, show additional replies, including those that may contain offensive content. Well, of course, let's click the bonus button. Click that. And Logan Edwards says, quote, F Bud Light, no one wants your shit beer, trans lovers keep wasting our money. America's done with you, unquote, getting 2 likes. Julian Isaacs says, quote, go woke or broke, your stupid trans lovers deserve being forgotten, unquote. Now, no one did like that, though it was there. No one liked it. There's no hearts for that specific statement. Now, of course, you go to the very top, there's a little button that says, show the hidden responses. So that's a super secret comment. You got to read those. Click that button, and we get quite a few. One comes from A. They simply say, screw you pervs, we don't want your beer, unquote, getting 2 likes. SD says, quote, massive spending on new sponsorships, new celebrities, new commercials. You just don't get it. Apologize, unquote, getting 2 likes. Which, again, the metaphor for a cheating wife or husband is quite apt in this situation where, again, coming home and bringing flowers or diamonds or whatever, what do women buy for men? A new socket wrench. Coming home with a gift means nothing if it's just trying to bribe your way out of the situation. If you don't have an authentic apology, you're not really solving the situation. You're not addressing the issue. You're just putting a Band-Aid on the issue and hoping they forget. Which, again, it's not a person. This is a company. But again, Brandon Whitworth, he could tweet or apologize. Now, that may cause some short-term pain with the far left and people start boycotting it again on that side of political aisles. This devolved into a political issue. But I still contend they would get 4 to 5% of their previous sales back if they were to come out and just publicly apologize for the situation, say they're not going to try to target beer ads towards children anymore, and get out of politics. Now, again, it's been almost a year. The odds of that happening are basically 0. Well, perhaps not 0. It's just 0.000000237, approximately. So I don't think we're realistically going to get an apology. Now, another comment comes from Mario. He says, quote, Bud, just letting you know, my boycott is still on. I used to consider myself one of your Bud Light core customers. It's the only beer I had in my fridge. I know I'll get an apology as soon as hell freezes over, and that's the day me and my fellow boycotters might return. I'm quoting 2 likes. Now, well, that's a pun. Okay, this person's name is Blow Biden, and they say, quote, replying to Bud Light, F Bud Light, F UFC, F Dana White, F Kid Rock, F Peyton Manning, F Post Malone, unquote. They did get 1 like. And those are all these celebrities who are either direct brand endorsement deals with Bud Light, or they've come out saying we should forgive Bud Light and you should buy their product again. So that's why this person is specifically calling out those specific people as well as entities in that specific post. And that did get 1 like. So again, there are a couple moderately not offensive replies of people saying just give me free stuff, but when we examine their profiles, and this happened 99.99% of the time, I think we've come across it twice in the past year covering this topic, or near year covering this topic, where if you go to the person who wants free stuff, you go to their profile, and it's not just every single post or repost, it's about gift cards or some crap you could win. Like it's only happened once or twice when it seems to be someone who authentically, and it usually is a sports balls fan, who they just love, what is it, I believe it's the Seattle Seahawks or Seagulls, whatever this team is, or they have this one gentleman who's really enthusiastic about that team, and his profile, a lot of the pictures is actually him with the product. and Bud Light, they do have those brand endorsement deals with the sports ball teams, so they can have their little logos plastered on a can, and it builds that type of loyalty. So we've seen that happen once or twice, but overwhelmingly, we see all these like neutral or positive responses. They're not real. And again, this ad isn't really motivating you to go out and buy the product. It's not trying to build really a relationship. It is calling out an event that they're sponsoring. So if you tune into that event, but they also didn't even do that right. So they did tag the event, which is called, hashtag UFC 298, but they didn't tag, like, individually hashtag the organization UFC or hashtag Dana White, which, granted, perhaps he told him, hell no, don't put me individually tagging in that. They didn't tag the people who are competing in it. So it seems just, and again, this probably took 12 seconds from an intern to tweet this. Perhaps they didn't put any thought, they certainly did put any energy into the specific tweet. But again, I don't see how this helps culturally shift the brand and try to regain some of your old clients. It just, to me, seems like, as the youth might say, an epic fail, and I don't see it getting better anytime soon. Thank you, everyone, again, for taking the time to tune in today. Again, I'm trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so if you click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, leaving a thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment. Great way to give me some additional feedback. Let me know how I can improve the show. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.